Nice. I've got leaks in the background. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. I hope that this is becoming your habit to come to my live streaming at 9 p.m. of UK time and 6 a.m. for Japan time. I am having this live streaming in Japanese and English almost every day, so that I can share my thoughts on lots of different things about Japanese culture, UK culture, and experiences of my career in this country, and comparison between those two countries, and can give some idea of living in this country as a Japanese person. And hope everybody is fine today. And thank you very much for remembering my live streaming as usual routine. If you don't want to miss my live streaming, please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and also notification on. Yes, please. And I just wanted to show some of my favorite characters that I have as a friend for my live streaming, and I introduced them earlier in the live streaming in Japanese session as well. The first one I want to introduce is this. I should show it like this. Do you know what this is? This is a white snake. Do you know why I have such a soft toy of a white snake? Look, he's smiling. Okay, let me just briefly explain. This white snake is from my hometown. My hometown is Iwakuni City in Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's the western part of the mainland, the Honshu, the mainland of Japan. And I am from Iwakuni. And Iwakuni is a special region where you can find this very rare creature, white snake. Snakes are not white in general, but in my hometown, there's a certain areas that, these white snakes reside. That's why we do have the white snake shrine and also white snake museum in my hometown, Iwakuni. And then this is the symbol of fortune and treasure. And I'm always rubbing this white snake every day and then spend a good time with him. And I just thought I should have some company for my live streaming. So he's now looking at you, sending a nice energy of fortune. Good year, good new year is for you. Yes. So in Japanese, it's called shirohebi. Shirohebi. And I would like everybody to think about his name. Yeah, it's like a mascot, the character for my live streaming. Okay? He represents my hometown in Japan, Iwakuni. Okay? Now, I have another one that I want to show you because this is from my hometown in Japan, and I should have something that I represent London. And I chose do you know him? Yes, his name is Pikachu, and Pikachu is from Pokemon, and then he is adored, he's adorable, and he's loved by many people in the world. And then this one is exactly London Pikachu. And I was looking for something so London, and this appeared in front of me. this Pikachu just came in front of me and then saying, let me join your live streaming. So I just decided to have him at the same time as well. Okay, so this is Pikachu, London Pikachu, and this is White Snake from my hometown, Iwakuni. So like having two characters together just represent who I am, basically. Iwakuni's White Snake and London Pikachu. Such a nice combination. So they will entertain you sometime. So hope that you can remember these. Okay. Thank you for that. Now, today I had a Japanese session earlier at 12 o'clock UK time and 9 p.m. for Japan time. And what I talked about in the session was about the property, yes, lettings in the UK. Because this is something that I specialize in, basically. I myself am known as the only professional Japanese Enka singer in the UK. And that's my public image, public figure as Akari Mochizuki. However, that's not the only career or only job that I have, because I do work, used to work, have a full-time job and also different jobs at the same time. At one point, I had 8 jobs. 8. It's more than 7, so more than 1 job per day. So, in my life, having lots of different jobs and work has been quite natural. And then one of the full-time jobs that I had was the letting agent, letting negotiator in English, yes. It's about introducing Japanese tenants to UK landlord. And in many cases that I had in London, many landlords looked for specifically Japanese tenants. Do you know why? Can you imagine the reasons? Because Japanese people are supposed to be the best tenants for most landlords, because there are several reasons. The biggest reason was because that Japanese people take off their shoes and then properties can be kept clean and nice and there's no damage, not so much damage compared to the people who are wearing shoes inside of the house. Also, Japanese people tend to be polite and not making troubles or causing any issues with the neighbors in general. And also they are hygienically aware, and then they tend to keep the property always in good state. That's why Japanese people are supposed to be the best tenant in terms of the nationality wise. And therefore my job back then for 6 to 7 years, I think, I was the letting agent, and my job actually was quite smooth because of that needs from the British landlords, because they really wanted to have Japanese tenants. So any discussion, negotiation wasn't that difficult for me. But of course, for Japanese people to start living in this country, there are so many different points that I needed to raise it to them because they have no ideas of moving abroad, living abroad. And then Japan is supposed to be the top level facilities, the infrastructure, and everything works very nicely in Japan. Therefore, many Japanese tenants that I had as customers and clients, they found the life in the UK sometimes challenging. Other times, of course, some parts enjoyable. But in terms of housing and property management, property maintenance, it is actually good. It's quite difficult for them to understand it first. So I was talking to Japanese people who were watching my Japanese session earlier. What kind of things will determine the rent, and also how much is it basically living in London, how much does it cost? And then tonight in this English session, I just would like to talk about the comparison between the life in Tokyo and life in London, because that will give some ideas of the living cost basically, and because the rent is usually the center of the whole expenditure, right? So firstly, I was talking to Japanese audience earlier that London's, just specifically talking about London's properties. When I was a letting agent, I was trying to explain the zones in London, because London has up to, I think, as far as I know, up to zone 9 or something. But considering the underground, the tube map, where it reaches up to, and then I know that zone 5 is quite common to see it as the kind of end of the line of the underground. So if I can explain such concept of zones in London, I can also share the average price for the zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? And that's what I talked earlier. And also, the price of the flat, price of the transport is influenced by such zones as well. For example, zone 1 and 2, I think those two zones are supposed to be the central London. And then central London's properties cost much higher than the other areas, suburbs. Then zone 3 to 5, obviously the housing prices all go down compared to the zone 1 and 2. However, they have to think about the transport, the underground fare, bus transport fare, everything needs to be considered altogether. So you will have two choices. Do you want to live in the central London, paying more for the housing, and then can walk everywhere? Or do you want to live outside of London, not outside, but the suburbs of the London, zone 3 to 5, but when it comes to everyday transport, would you like to pay a little bit more than the actual central line? So it's like you have to have that in mind when you choose the zone, which zone to live. Also, area-wise, I was talking about which areas are safe and also less trouble. And when I talked about it, I, of course, put focus on Japanese people, Japanese communities. And I know from the fact that I have been living in this country for more than 23 years, and there are certain areas, specific places where we see Japanese communities mainly live, and also have lots of Japanese services around. And then definitely the biggest area is Ealing and Acton, which is the West London. And then also another place is called Finchley, and it's North London. And then the reason for these two areas to become Japanese community is because there has been Japanese school, like Monday to Friday Japanese school is located in Acton, and also the Saturday schools for the kids who wants to learn Japanese language only on Saturdays are located in West and North. And that's why most Japanese families tends to live in either West or North to have access to good access to Japanese schools. That's the reason North and West were chosen by Japanese people. But everybody wonders why from the beginning was it why it was in Acton and Finchley. That's because West London especially has got the area called Kensington and Chelsea and Kensington, which are, of course, the most expensive area and high end. And the west side of London tends to be like that anyways. So because of that reason, Japanese people started looking at west. Then have this community, strong community in Acton area, Acton to Ealing, is known for Japanese community. There's one street where I used to help out Japanese expats to live. There's one street in West Acton that about 200 houses in the street, and then I would say 70% of the houses occupied by Japanese people. So they were greeting, おはようございます。おはようございます。今日もすいません。So greeting in Japanese. I felt that, is it London or Tokyo? It's quite confusing. Anyway, within a big Japanese community is in West London. Then also Finchley as well. The Japanese schools and nurseries, around in North London and West London, and many Japanese people I see in street in those two areas. Okay, but of course, most Japanese people wonder which area is safe, which area is not safe. But in my opinion, after 10 o'clock in the evening, any area of London can be risky for any like crimes. Could be something to do with pickpocketing or taking the phone from your hand, etc. Or sometimes they try to mug you, and that happens, in London anytime, anywhere. But especially after 10 p.m., it's dark enough for them to hide and then trying to attack people. So I think, I wouldn't say like, this area is safe for any time. I would always advise people to be careful anytime after 10 o'clock especially, and then look around and make sure you are not chased or followed by anybody for any crimes. But of course, I think like there are certain areas in London that we see such crimes quite often, even in daytime. And then that's somewhere that I always advise people to avoid anyway, to choose the areas for accommodations or properties search. And as I said, there is a huge gap between Japanese housing and British housing, and the properties like structure, functions, facilities, etc. And I had to explain everything to Japanese clients. And the quality of water is different. Japan is soft water, and then UK is hard water in general. And then that's something that people are not used to if they are from Japan. And I was just amazed by the price, housing price for renting, lettings, rent is extortional in London. And then I researched about these figures because I used to do these lettings about, 88 in 2017 until 2017 I was a letting negotiator, but it's been also since then it's different, right? So I had to research it again, and then just found out the studio to one bed flat in zone 1 and 2, the central London, the average is £2,000. How come? £2,000 is not possible for many people, I believe. so £2,000. Okay, then also even if they decide to live outside 1 and 2 and then go for 3 to 5, yeah, zone 3 to 5, and then I found out the average of such zones is starting from 1200 to 1800. Yes, so that's a little bit less, but still expensive, I would say. And then especially talking about zone 3, 1300 to 2000. Then zone 4 and 5 is 1000 to 1500. And this does not include any of the what is it called, utility bills. And that's incredible, isn't it? That's incredible cost of living. And compared to Tokyo, okay, I can just tell you the studio flat and also one bedroom flat, the average is 80,000 yen, which is 80,000 yen to 130,000 yen, which means 400 pounds to 650 pounds. So there's a huge difference, huge gap between Japanese studio flat cost and London's studio flat cost. And because this studio flat cost in Tokyo is right central of Tokyo, yes, and then the average as the whole area of Tokyo is 500 pounds per month for studio flat. So when they come to London, of course they get surprised at such a expensive price monthly. And yes, hello, thank you for watching. So yeah, I think it's just incredibly expensive to live in London. And the minimum wage is different, of course. Minimum wage is different. And minimum wage in Japanese yen is 1,226 yen in Tokyo. That means about £6-ish. So again, there's a difference here. And then currency exchange is also affecting this. Therefore, it's of course difficult to compare directly. But I think the cost of living in Tokyo and cost of living in London, definitely there's a huge gap. And then I was just surprised to see that central London zone 1 and 2 average studio flat is £2,000. It's just incredible. £2,000. And then I don't know who can live with that rent, to be honest. And then when I was, of course, introducing the houses, properties to Japanese tenants, they were Japanese expats mainly. So the company, of course, can support the rent. And then that's the reason they could live in central London. And that's why, yeah. And also, I think there are people who can afford to pay such amount, but most people will choose to live in the property where they share the flats with other people, multiple people. It can be with one person, like landlord, and then you can live with the landlord, or sometimes it can be just multinational people, random people that you cannot choose to live with sometimes, because you will go there and then have a look around and then like the room that you are assigned, but you don't know exactly who you are living with, and then there could be some troubles or some sort of, I don't know, difficulties at first if you're not used to living with somebody that you don't know. And then that's why I think it's quite challenging thing that Japanese people have not got such standard of living with somebody is the standard here in London, and then sharing the property. And then the share cost, I also looked up that share is between 600 and 1,200 per month, even for sharing flats. And then that's the mainstream in London, how you're going to live. And then sometimes it's not just about yourself, but sometimes you live as a couple, and then try to save some money, because it's just incredibly expensive to live in London in general. And I know I have heard from one of the colleagues from the lettings industry that many people decided to live away from the central London, and because of the remote work. Yes, remote working has become one of the mainstreams of the COVID. Yeah. Sorry, I'm Japanese, so I'm not Chinese. I don't say ni hao, but konnichiwa. I'm Japanese living in London. Okay. So that's why I was just explaining to Japanese audience earlier at 12 o'clock for Japanese session how different it is. The way of thinking, the way of living, cost of living, everything is different. And then that's why I think, you love Japan more. Arigato, konnichiwa. I do have this regular live streaming on YouTube. This week on weekdays, I'm just streaming every day at 9 p.m. UK time. I also have Japanese live streaming at 12 UK time and then 9 p.m. Japan time. And I'm covering the same topics so that people can follow something in Japanese, then come back to this English streaming. Then, yes, thank you very much. And then you can also listen to English and confirm what I was talking about in Japanese. It's vice versa. You can listen to English streaming and you can come to Japanese streaming so that you can compare. And then all the past streamings are in my channel as archived videos. And I strongly recommend you to watch it because I've talked about many different things about two different countries, cultural differences, and also performance, because I work as a professional Japanese singer based in London, and I specialize in Japanese blues. And then in the last episode, the last session that I had for English one, and then also Japanese one, and I've sung some of the anime songs as well. I do sing in Japanese, and I do sing lots of famous anime songs. So if you could watch that live streaming video from the previous night, you'll be able to enjoy some of the singings that I showed on the live streaming. But yes, it's quite interesting to meet new people. And I also have Instagram where you can watch my other videos of singing and also activities in London and outside. So yeah, I will use these platforms to promote my singing, promote my activities, to bridge two countries, Japan and the UK, using my language skills, communication skills, and also singing and performance opportunities. And I hope that, yes, you will enjoy my live streamings regularly. I hope this will become something like your routine to meet me live like this. Okay. So I was just, wondering what kind of, price is actually right for one bedroom or studio flat in London. But I think sharing is definitely mainstream, as I said. Thank you very much. Thank you for your compliments. So I think it's because I've been living in this country, in London, in the UK, since 2003. I came here when I was 19. Not 90, but 19. And it's been more than 23 years. So it's a long time. And I feel that I'm like completely based in London now. I spent all my school days in Japan, but I came as a student and studied drama foundation course in a college in Cambridge, at the college in Cambridge, then moved to London, and then went to the school for singing. And yeah. Well, if you have a look at, if you can watch other videos, so random, isn't it? Yes, you will find out other videos for English streaming. Yes, in my channel, I have other vegetables in the background too. Guess what? I think I have done it in front of spinach. I have done it in front of carrots. But this is from my favorite supermarket, Tesco. So that's my local Tesco. The reason is because I had one session. I had to talk about the prices of food and ingredients. Yes, any vegetables or bread, eggs. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just read your comment. There's no way you're in your 40s. I thought you were in late 20s. That's great. Great compliment. Thank you very much. I'm 42 now. And yeah, I'm 42. That's the fact. Becoming 43 this year. You are like giving cultural experience of UK to non-English speakers. That's really cool. Thank you very much. Yes, I am actually sharing this. This as the well, I'm a cultural bridge between Japan and the UK, and then that's why I'm here to explain things to each other. Yes, both parties, Japan and the UK. And then British people or non-Japanese people to understand why Japanese people say this and that. It's the other way around. Japanese people wonder why people of people from outside, yeah, and then say this and that. What are you doing in the leak section? That's cool. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. I will be back at the same time. Okay, so see you tomorrow if you are around. Thank you for coming. But yeah, what was I doing in the leek section at Tesco? Well, guess what? I wasn't just at the leek section, but I was at carrot section, spinach section, and other sections as well. And if you watched my other videos, please do, because I do have other backgrounds as well. Thank you for noticing though. I really like that the fact that you noticed it, because yesterday nobody noticed. So nobody questioned, why do you have carrots in your background? So it's good that tonight, for the first time, people are noticing and then questioning. Well, I wasn't. Well, I don't know if I was at the biscuit section though. I cannot remember. But I definitely was around in the vegetable section for at least 20 minutes, taking photos randomly like this. Well, that's good. You guys have a good eye on it. Thank you very much for noticing, and also like mentioning in the comments. And then that's actually only possible when you are on live streaming, that you have interaction with the viewers, and that's great. Yeah, eating leeks makes me look like you in my 40s, then I'll start munching on them. Well, this photo does not mean I've been eating leeks. I was at least standing in front of leeks for a while, but I wasn't eating. Well, I do eat leeks, yes, but not like as my favorite, yes. So, but anyways, I like vegetables, by the way, and then I also eat seaweeds a lot, and I don't know what keeps my youth, to be honest, but I think eating vegetables and seaweed is my habit. And also I do eat yogurt with honey and kinako powder. Do you know what kinako is? Kinako is a Japanese soya powder. It's like a powder made from soya beans, and then that's a good source of protein, and then I do eat it every day. Every day. No exception, every day. So if you want to know about the kinako, yes, kinako. Kinako is the soya bean powder. One of my friends actually runs the business here in the UK to introduce kinako, and then their kinako is incredible. Yeah. Yes. Hatsune Miku song. I don't know. I was singing the anime songs from Naruto and also Demon Slayer yesterday, and also Evangelion too. Where do you get this kinako? Yes, it's if you go to my Instagram, I do actually introduce kinako. My Instagram is written in the description of this video, and also my YouTube channel. And my Instagram is Mochi Akari. Mochi as mochi ice cream. Yes, mochi in Japanese means rice cake. So Mochi, then Akari as my name, Akari. Then you will find my Instagram. And then one of the posts that I made in the Instagram post is that introducing Japanese kinako, the soya beans, and then I have got the promotion code because I do buy so many from that company, and they offered me a good promo code to share with my friends. It's Shojin Mania. Shojin as Shojin, Shojin. Mania as a maniac, Mania, Shojin Mania. And then that's where you can get kinako in the UK. Very nice. And then if you mix it with milk or yogurt, and also if it's a yogurt, you just mix it with honey as well, it just tastes incredible. I never ever get bored of that taste because it's so sweet, naturally sweet and good with your gut, and that's why I think is healthy. I love the taste. So yeah, if you could check my Instagram and then also Shojin Mania. I do have the promo code on my Instagram, so you can just check it up. I cannot remember top of my head, but if you could check my Instagram and then find that post. I think I'm holding the kinako powder like this in the Instagram, so you'll be able to find it quite easily. But yeah, I think I do eat lots of vegetables, definitely. And then balanced food, 3 times a day. Japanese people's kind of rule of good and healthy life is 3 meals every day, regular timings, and like, I don't know how many ingredients they recommend. I think 30 different ingredients per day. That's what Japanese government recommends everybody in Japan to have in their food and meals. So 30 different ingredients. Can you imagine? So it can be ham, egg, broccoli, and then that's 3, yeah? Leeks. So you have to count 30 ingredients per day to use for those 3 meals. And then that's what keeps you healthy. But obviously it has to be balanced, yes? It's not just about carbo, yes? Carbs. Don't eat potato, okay? Yeah, so leeks definitely, but it's not something that I chose as my favorite food or favorite vegetable as such. I just chose it from the random photo selections that I had from Tesco visit. Yeah, potato is king. Yes. Pizza, beer, ice cream. Well, I think it's fine to count them. Well, potato is fine, but you cannot just have potatoes for 3 meals. Like potato, potato, potato. You have to have a good balance in those 3 different meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then also many people in Japan are taught when they are young, when they are young, that do not eat after 9 o'clock in the evening because you will be bigger. Okay? And that's because before you go to bed, there's no energy required. And if you eat after 9 p.m., that will give like unwanted energy to the body, and then it will be saved in the body unnecessarily. So that's what I think Japanese people keeping it. Of course, many Japanese workaholic businessman type of people are eating after 9 p.m. Yeah, but yeah, it's potato can be everything: French fries, chips, mashed potatoes, baked potato, roast potatoes, and sautéed potatoes. Correct. You're absolutely right. I think, well, actually, you make the point, because, you know, it's actually the way of cooking is also important, you know. How you cook them is important. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, you actually looked up Shojin Mania. Thank you very much. So they do 100 gram, yes? I think that lasts for, I think they changed the packaging recently. So I don't know exactly if I had the same package or packet. I have to look it up. Can I just come back to you tomorrow? I will check the packet that I had. But I'm pretty sure like one spoonful will be good enough for the 1 yogurt, yes? And then I think that should last quite long time. But I bought like 3 packets, yes, in one go. And then I was just keep using it every day. So I cannot remember exactly, you know, how long it lasted per packet. But I don't think, you know, I don't think it goes so quickly. So you should try it at least. You should go to my post on Instagram and then find the promotional code if you like to have 15% off. If you like to try, you know, something. Kinako is the name of the powder that I have every day. It's a natural source of protein. And then soya beans powder. And then naturally sweet. No added sugar required. So thank you very much. I think, you know, it's good to have interactions like this, because I do love the way, you know, we can communicate like this, and then you get to know. You had sliced tomatoes with natural olive oil, French fries, with some salami for dinner today. That sounds good. That sounds absolutely delicious. So also, yes, feeling happy and delicious is another thing you should be aware of, because if you are eating something healthy or something you are told that it will be healthy and you don't enjoy it, I don't think it's good for you, because it's stressful, isn't it? So best if you can enjoy it, and then also ingredients are healthy, and then olive oil is very good for you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I do use lots of olive oils for my cooking too. I cook a lot, and I cook all my food every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love cooking, and it's the only way to survive in London, to be honest. I cannot go out for you know, meals outside. It's just expensive. I was talking when I had spinach in the background like 2 or 3 days ago. I was talking about how surprising to see the ramen noodles price in ramen shop in London. Even cooking in London too expensive. Yeah, true, but better to cook anyway than going out for ramen in London, because ramen noodle in Japan is £4. Here is £17. What's going on here? It's the same thing, and then costing like 4 times more. So, yeah, you get olive oil straight from the olive farm. Wow, that's incredible. That's the best way, isn't it? Fresh olive oil. Yeah, I love the taste of it. And then when the olive oil is mixed with something salty, it just is a magical taste. I love it. I love it. I like to have the combination of olive oil and garlic, and also some like salty seasoning with the pasta. Lovely. I sometimes use soy sauce to mix with olive oil, and then that's actually quite tasty. But not too much soy sauce though, but just a hint, yeah. And then you get magical taste from it. And yeah, sometimes I just skip breakfast, have just water with Himalayan pink salt instead to have some electrolytes. Yes, okay. I think having a lukewarm water in the morning is good thing. That's what I know, because as a singer, I do have lots of water, but I never take very ice cold water, because lukewarm or room temperature is the best for the absorption. Yes, I believe that makes a difference between. But I think you should at least have some bananas or something to keep it going, keep going as energy level. Because if you don't eat in morning and then no energy left, yes, try dried tomatoes that get rested in oil. Oh, yes, I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes. In Japanese, do you know what we say for tomatoes? How we say tomatoes? It's tomato. And I know that the American English is tomatoes, yes? And then tomatoes, the American English is taught in Japan. So many Japanese people have this like pressure of saying, oh, what do I say for tomato, yeah? But when I explain that the British English is tomatoes, and then they feel, oh, is that right? That sounds the same. Yeah, tomato and tomatoes, sounds different. And Japanese people, I think, find it easier to say tomatoes in British English, I think. Yeah, I will try dried tomato in olive oil. Sounds fantastic. I love it. I love the idea of mixture, because both, the tomato has got a very nice umami taste. Umami is a Japanese, discovered in Japanese, the cookery, Japanese cuisine. Umami is found in shiitake mushrooms. Umami is found in tomatoes. And it's like, you have the sweetness, bitterness, sourness in your senses of the tongue. And then umami is the sixth one that people discovered, especially from Japanese cuisine. Yeah. Tomato. Tomato, yes. That's right. So I think, the eating habits and routine that you have for food and meals, daily meals, can affect your health, and then also how you look as well. And then thank you very much for saying that I look late 20s. Umami taste, do you mean the taste, yeah? This taste, yeah? Umami. Umami is the word you should know. Umami. Umami. And then umami is found in the Japanese dashi stock. Dashi is usually made for Japanese cooking, like miso soup, for example, is the mixture of dashi stock and miso paste. And then also umami is found in shiitake mushrooms, and then that's why dashi is used, made by shiitake as well. Also kombu seaweed is another source of umami. umami is everywhere in Japanese cuisine. And then I think it's good to discover it and then explore it, because it gives you a good, like, nice taste, you know. Well, umami itself literally translated as nice taste. So, good taste. Umami. Yeah. You should look it up on the internet. And then you can find the ingredients or something that you can taste the umami. And then umami also is something that the Japanese people all sense, but not so many non-Japanese people can sense it unless they are given umami taste from a young age, like baby time. Yeah. So it's good to know if you have any young children around to give them umami so that they can sense it when they become older. Yeah. So that's umami. Yeah, I love the word umami. And then also I love those ingredients who have the umami in it. It is good, you know. So yeah, it's great. And then can you hear the music in the background? This is my original track. I released 2 different songs in 2012. And yeah, I have this music. It's called Kiri no London Eye. Available on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music, and also YouTube channel. I have a music video for that. I never had anything from the Japanese cuisine. Where I'm from, there aren't many Japanese restaurants. There's a new sushi restaurant though. I'll try it. Yeah, you should go to try it first, and then give me the feedback. It's always good to try something new. And then Japanese cuisine is supposed to be... Yeah, I am a Japanese singer. Mr. Valentin, yes, I'm a Japanese singer and based in London. I am the only Japanese Enka singer in the UK. Enka is a Japanese music genre, which is Japanese blues, Japanese songs of sorrow and grief. And I'm the only one that who specializes in Enka music in this country. There are many in Japan, but it's one of the kind of genres that is dying now. So I would like to make it boom again, trend again. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. So please subscribe my YouTube channel so that you don't miss my next live streaming, which is scheduled tomorrow at 9 p.m. UK time, same time. And I will be talking more about Japanese culture and then also UK culture through my job and life experiences in London. Okay, and hope that you guys had a good time together and talking to me, and also you found something new or refreshing about Japanese cuisine. You have discovered 2 new words, kinako, soya powder, and also you have discovered yes, leeks. And leeks is something you know already, yes, but found it in my background, yes, 100%. And also you have found out the name of the new taste, which is umami too. Yeah, so please come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock UK time, and I will be covering many things again. And I do have a Japanese session at 12 o'clock UK time in lunchtime, yes, for Japanese only session. So if you liked my live streaming tonight, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and then also follow my Instagram, please, because I will be also posting there for my live streaming and also next coming up performances as well. So hope to see you again, Mr. Valentin. Thank you very much. And then also other people that I talked to earlier, I cannot just... I just missed your comment, sorry. You tried to sing once. My neighbors called the police, oh my god. But I had the same experience. Nobody called the police, but somebody tried to report it to the council because I was too loud. Anyway. Oh, that's great. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Hope so. And yes, please watch other videos to just follow who I am, basically to understand who I am. And I've just started this live streaming about 5 days ago, but it's going really well, and then many people respond, and then nice reaction. So yeah, please be here tomorrow if you are available. Yes. We love your energy and your links. Okay, great. I'm so glad that I chose this background for tonight. But just promise me that you will check my other videos, yes? Because I do have other videos with carrots and the spinach. Okay, so hello, greetings from Germany. Thank you very much for coming. But I'll be finishing in a moment. But my live streaming is always in archive, yes? So please, oh, thank you very much, Japanese wonderful people. Thank you very much. I hope I'm one of them. And this channel, these live streamings that I have, yes, are all about Japanese culture, British culture, comparison, and also how I feel about living in this country, and what's great about Japanese culture, what's great about British culture, and what's missing in Japanese culture, what needs to be improved in this country, in London, etc. So it's very interesting. And then I have covered lots of topics already in the last few days, but also I have sang in the previous episode from yesterday. So please check out later, so that you can know exactly who I am. Yes. And I hope that you'll be able to check my Instagram for my singing activities, also next coming up events. And yes, you got subscriber. Yes, please subscribe my YouTube channel so that you don't miss my next live streaming. But I can tell you it's the same time as this one, 9 p.m. UK time tomorrow. I will be talking about, I think, my career as a letting agent as well, again, and then compare Japanese market for properties and then the UK market for properties, also living in this country, and, more interesting backgrounds tomorrow, okay? Just giving me more pressure, to be honest. Yeah, I do sing in Japanese, yes. And then yesterday, I sang like several songs in the live streaming. Please watch it. I can just sing one song today, yes, for new audience. One moment. Yes, my specialty is, yes, she does anime songs. Yes, I do sing anime song. Can I just sing one song? Or famous song you might know already, that Stay With Me. Do you know one of the songs which became a huge hit in 2020 because of the Indonesian YouTuber who posted that song from 1979, and then that's got a huge impact to the Hatsune Miku-'s. I don't sing that song, but I will sing the Stay With Me, yes? You probably recognize, yes? Okay, so it goes like this. Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き帰らないでと泣いたあの季節が今目の前 Stay with me 口癖を言いながら二人の時を抱いてまだ忘れず大事にしていた Like this. Thank you very much. So I do sing and cover lots of famous Japanese songs, but also I do sing Japanese Enka, which is blues, and also Japanese songs of Japanese ballads as well. So thank you very much for staying with me for a long time tonight, but hope to see you one more time or two more times or again and again on my live streaming tomorrow night and then the following night. I will have all weekdays live streaming scheduled already at the same time. I hope to see you guys again. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then let me show you one more time my friends. London Pikachu and Japanese white snake from my hometown. So please come back and see you again soon, tomorrow, if you're around. And then also watch other archived videos as well, and then share it with your friends. If you have anybody who's interested in Japanese culture, this is the channel they need to subscribe. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and see you again soon. Bye for now, and then bye bye. さよなら。ありがとう。